Hey guys, it's Dave from iComTech. Listen, recently I came on here and I shared about Moxa's AWK 1137C and how great it is for AGV applications. But one thing that I didn't share was a really cool feature that this thing can do, and that's natting. Now, I was having a conversation with my friend John Bankanek, and I was telling them that I was really bummed that a lot of my OT folks that are on here, especially system integrators, aren't as familiar or don't take advantage of it. And I know why, because we've done a piss poor job of explaining why you guys need to care about natting. You're not IT, and we always talk about it from a very technical standpoint, and we don't really ever bring it home and help you see how you can apply it in your day-to-day. So that's what I'm going to try to do today. So let's get started. Let's say that you are trying to consolidate equipment and you're moving machines from building A to building B, okay? You got 38 machines and they all have 60 IP addresses each. If you've done this before, you're already having a panic attack and you have anxiety because you already know what's going to happen. You're going to have to reconfigure all the IPs on that machine. You're going to have to reconfigure all the IPs on the PLC, and that means it's going to be super labor intensive, very time consuming, and there's a lot of risk involved because of all the IPs that you're going to reconfigure, which means there's going to be a lot of errors, and that's going to make it take longer. So that means more downtime, and that's when natting comes in. Because really, if you think about it, you don't need to communicate with all 6 of those IPs. You really only need to maybe communicate with 4 of those IPs, maybe a PLC and 3 Cognex cameras, right? So if that's the case, wouldn't it be great if you could just set up communication for 4 IPs and not have to worry about changing anything on the machine or on the PLC? That's what natting does. So essentially, you'll have the IP of the PLC and it's going to be 172.24.0.12, but in order to communicate with that, you're not going to type that address in. You're going to type in 10.208.37.5, and natting is going to automatically translate. Natting is network address translation, so that it forwards that request to the original IP 172.24.0.12, and that's natting in a nutshell. So that means that now you've reduced the amount of IPs that you're going to have to use. So you're going to go down from, let's do some quick math, okay? Let me just show you exactly what this means for you. You're now going to go from 60 IPs per machine, which is a total of 2,280 IPs for those 38 machines, to only 4 IPs per machine, and the total for the 38 machines, 152 IP addresses. That's a no-brainer, because it means that it's a lot easier for you to manage your IPs. You're able to maintain consistent IP configurations, and it allows you for easy reallocation of your machines without having to reprogram or reconfigure anything on that machine. And that's what natting is all about. Saves you downtime, saves you labor. It also reduces the risk associated with having to reconfigure all those IPs. And you've just gone ahead and integrated your equipment into your network without having to readdress anything. And that's natting in a nutshell, and that's what this thing can do for you. And it's really simple to do it too. So if you have an application where you're going to consolidate a machine to another building and you don't have a network jack, here's the cool thing about this. Now you don't have to do any trenching, you don't have to run conduit, you don't have to run any cabling. You use wireless to connect to it and you do that natting translation, bing, boom, you're good. But if you do have wired machinery and you do have access to the network and you want to take advantage of natting, I got you, brother or sister. Here you go, NAT 102. This is literally purpose built, does the same thing. Look at that. It's about the size of a deck of cards. So if this sounds interesting to you and you want to save yourselves headaches, heartaches, and you want to be able to get home to your wife or your partner and not have to worry about staying overtime and worrying about having to be on call because the machine's not working or you guys are having a tough time, let's do this, okay? So give me a call. Let's set you up. I have these for immediate delivery, and there's free support, and it's awesome. So that's it. I just wanted to share that with you guys. If you found this useful, do me a favor, comment or reshare it, because I really want to spread the word. And if you want to learn more about it, give me a call. All right, guys, have a wonderful rest of your weekend. Toodles. Oh, I almost forgot. Under $600. either of these options. One for wireless, one for wired. Nuts. Oh, also, your IT department is gonna love you because you're also gonna make this thing super secure, and you're saving them a poop ton of IP addresses that they now have to not worry about because you're not burdening their infrastructure. That's it. I forgot to mention that. Take it easy. That's it.